This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
I wanted to mention, you know, his recruiting stuff has been legendary, and certainly you touched on it at the top where we talked about how he helped land the big fish that became Brock Lesnar, the next big thing, if you will. And we put together 2 and 2 that he helped put together some of the most iconic matches that we ever saw, including that WrestleMania Classic with Brett and Austin. But there were some other situations he had to handle. Also in 1997, Vader had his whole Kuwaiti situation where things didn't go exactly as we expected on a talk show, and Vader maybe went a little over the top, and as a result found himself.
Conrad, he did go over the top. Leon, trying to be the great heel that he wanted to be, took it too far. And Jerry was the lead agent on that tour.
I want to mention these days you can hear some phenomenal stories from Mr. Brisco. He hooks up with Mr. Layfield every week, and they have a tremendous time together telling old stories. I can't recommend it enough. Go check it out anywhere you enjoy. Well, I like to watch the clips on social media, but I know they've got a YouTube channel, and they're also got an actual podcast now. Check it out. It's JC Layfield on Twitter, or of course, FJ Brisco on Twitter. But recently they discussed some details that hadn't previously been reported about that whole Vader situation, where Jerry was trying to get the United States Special Forces involved to help Vader escape the country by a cargo container. So that would get him from Kuwait to France, and then he could fly home. Because as the story goes, Vader was so big they didn't think they could hide him another way. So if we just ship him like cargo to another country, then he can come home. What a crazy story that is, right?
Yeah. Can you imagine putting a human being in a cargo box, flying him from country to country?
No,
I can't. No, it's not feasible. And you know, I don't know that Leon would have gone for that either, quite frankly. Leon White, aka Vader. It's a funny story as hell. What Jerry was trying to do, Jerry was loyal to the talent on the tour. He was responsible for that talent on the tour. He was trying to get Leon home, bottom line. And the way it was done through the right channels and all that stuff, you know, we didn't want to, the one thing he didn't want to do is destroy the bridge going back to that territory.
Of course.
There was money there.
Absolutely.
Money for everybody. So, it's a funny story though. I can just see Leon in a box. Would you put a bucket in there for him to do his business? You know,
it's unbelievable.
Portable bathroom. I'm not going. So I'll take my chance. They're going to let me out of here sooner than later. And I'm not going to take a crate to France. Can you imagine getting in France and they open a crate and there's Leon?
No.
It's like Abdullah in the box or whatever in WCW back in the day and other places, you know, coming out of a box. So it's a funny story though. And I'm sure that what Jerry was trying to do is anything he could think of to get Leon out of that country and get him home. That was a daily conversation I had. Me and Jerry talk every day on that deal. How's Leon? You know, so it was, I'll say this, it wasn't funny at the time, but in hindsight, you could write a hell of a movie scene using that concept, that pretense of Leon in a box. It's just so funny, but it's not funny. It wasn't funny to Leon. And Jerry took it personally. So he wanted to take care of his guys, get them home.
Well, Jerry's called on a lot of different tasks.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.